Hi everyone. So I only actually know two titles of my fellow colleagues here, and everyone else filming it. My name is Tiffany. I am our Director of Public Affairs here at Zendesk, and without going into a very long, detailed description of what that is, I tend to manage most of our public programming, our volunteerism, any kind of interactions we have with the city and the community, and I love it. And I've been at Zendesk for 3 years. We're a startup that was founded in Denmark actually in 2007, so we're going to be 6 years old this year. We started in San Francisco in 2009. Our first office was at the ballpark on 5th and Townsend. We moved to the mid-market neighborhood 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in August. And we've had a wonderful experience here, and our company went from being 60 people in this office to 250. We now have 3 floors. One of our other mid-market startups, Zeus, is upstairs from us, so it's been great. Spotify's moving across the street from us, so our hit factor just went up even more, which helps because even though I think we're one of the coolest companies out there, what we do isn't necessarily the most sexy thing in the world. We make cloud-based customer service software, which at first here you might think like, ugh, but it's actually, what we're doing is really cool, and we're really like targeting this empowered customer and making it easy for any company, no matter what size you are, what you do, to really, and you're all customers, so this should be very powerful to you, to make it easy to get the support you want. And we really believe that the customer is in charge now, so we're giving companies the tools to really hear them and respond to them. And beyond that, we have a great culture here. It's events like this that make me love Zendesk. And we do lots of other things too. And we have 4 people here from the company who I just want to point out, so you guys can talk to them later if you have questions. First, there's Devaris, right here helping me with the sound. And he is our developer evangelist? Yes. And then we have Sari, who is our manager of global customer success. And then Asaf, where are you? Asaf is our director of professional services. And then we have Kevin, who I only know as our video guy. Is that good enough? Video production specialist. So remember those people and go find them. Thank you for coming. I'll pass this back over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Before we get back into the networking, I don't want to eat up too much of your time, but I wanted to just give a little bit more background and context as to who is doing all of these Nerd Underground. So people keep coming up and going, what is this? Who is this? So just as some background, Nerd Underground is brought to you by TechSF, which is a program initiative funded through the city of San Francisco, and BAVC, Bay Area Video Coalition, is one of the key partners. And I work at BAVC as the training strategist, so I'd like to point out some of my coworkers. This is Doug Villagre, he's in charge of TechSF. If you have any questions about our programs, Mindy Aronoff is the director of training. She can also help talk to you about employers and job hookups. Mark Keller is here. He's kind of our tech guru, I would say, at BAVC. He knows pretty much anything about technology, in my opinion. So these are some of my coworkers, but just some heads up, I wanted to give some announcements. Through TechSF, we have 8 spots available to train in our network and security trainings, I guess, through the city of San Francisco. It starts in July, so if any of that is interesting to you, talk to that guy over there. And then another initiative that BAVC has that we just started is called Giggy In. It's a resource for tech and media freelancers to connect, learn their rights, find gigs, find collaborators, and that's kind of why we thought we would mesh it with Nerd Underground. We have a freelance panel coming up in July. We'd love to see all of you there. It's July 13th. And we also have a free GitHub workshop towards the end of July at BAVC. All of this is free, and you can find all of it at bavc.org. So without further ado,
And the next
and the next Nerd Underground is at Twitter. So I know all of you are going to be there, and that's July 24th. So again, you can find that at BAVC Training on Twitter or bavc.org. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yeah.